Welcome back to episode number 2 of Phoebe's cooking channel. Tonight I am making some steaks with sauteed mushrooms and onions and some mashed sweet potatoes and roasted green beans. So the first thing that I need to do is to get my sweet potatoes in the oven. I have the oven preheated to 425 degrees. I'm just going to add a tiny little splash of olive oil. I don't use my extra virgin olive oil when I'm roasting anything. I like to save that for raw preparations like salads and stuff. So definitely have to season it with salt and pepper. So I always use kosher salts and some ground pepper. I have my videographer Sky back with me again today.
Hello.
Thank you, Sky. I was giving it a little bit of a toss. And I'm going to pop these in the oven. And I just wanted to let everybody know I'm not any sort of professionally trained chef. I'm just a home cook. Okay, so we have the sweet potatoes roasting in the oven at 425. I'm going to give them about 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to pop in my green beans. In the meantime, I'm going to season up and start cooking these steaks. So these are some sirloin steaks that I have. Filet would be amazing. Ribeyes, New York steaks, anything would be great. I'm just doing salt and pepper. You can add any kind of seasoning you like. You can add ground garlic, whatever you like. So you have to season both sides. And in the meantime, I'm going to get my pan preheating about medium-high heat. So a little salt and pepper on this side. As Emerald would say, you don't want any one-sided tasting food, so gotta season both sides. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to my pan. About a tablespoon or so. And while that's heating up, I just wanted to show you I have some chopped up cremini mushrooms. Those are like a baby portobello. You can use white mushrooms. And then I have a brown onion that I've halved and peeled and thinly sliced. I'm going to cook those together. And then I also have some green beans here, and I'll just show you. The green beans come with a little pretty end and a root end where it grows from the tree, so I just snap it off. So I will just finish these couple little guys here. These take less time than the sweet potatoes to cook in the oven, so that's why I have the sweet potatoes in first, and then I will get the green beans in later. And it seems to me like anytime you roast a vegetable, it just tastes so much better than if you blanch it. So let's see how this pan is doing here. It's getting pretty warm. So I'm going to sear these babies. And that is the sound you want to hear when you put your meat in the pan. So I'm not going to touch it. In the meantime, you have to wash up your dishes. And I don't have any sort of fancy kitchen. This is just a regular old little kitchen. So, okay.
What?
All right, welcome back. These steaks are looking good. Sky, can you get a close-up of these steaks?
Already done.
And when you have 5 children, little babies can get in the way. That's where Daddy comes in handy. Hi, River. And this is how it normally is in my kitchen. There's kids in and out going crazy. So I just split these steaks. They look nice. You don't really want to touch them. And I always like to have a little bit of wine when I'm cooking. It just, I don't know why. It just makes me feel good. So.
What the heck?
Thank you, Sky. All right. So while I'm letting those steaks cook on the other side, I'm going to get the green beans ready for the oven. Again, you can add any sort of seasoning you like. I just put a little drizzle of regular olive oil, not extra virgin. And some salt, a little bit more salt, and some fresh ground pepper. If you have the pepper shaker, throw it in the trash. Get some real pepper. And then just use your hands, toss it up. And these are looking good. Alright, so I'm going to get the plate ready. I cook the steaks first so that I can let them rest while I cook their yummy sauce. There's a sauce in it too? Oh yeah. So I guess we'll take a quick break, and when the steaks are ready, we will come right back. Hi, welcome back. So it looks like the steaks are almost ready. They have a nice crust. If I push them, they're not too soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them off, and I'm going to cover them with a piece of foil just to let them rest. Anyone who's cooked before or watched cooking shows, you know resting the meat is super important. It allows the juices to redistribute throughout the meat. So when you cut them, they don't, it doesn't run all over the plate. So I'm just adding a little bit more oil to my pan, and I'm going to get my mushrooms and onions going in here. Yummy. If you don't like mushrooms and onions, this recipe isn't for you, but if you do, it's going to be amazing. You can add shallots, you can add the white mushrooms, you can add garlic to it. The possibilities are endless. It's just whatever you like. But I don't know about you, it's something about just like slow cooked mushrooms. Welcome back. Since this is new for us, our iPad ran out of memory, and so the video cut out. So we took a break while we were deleting old videos. So if you want to look in here, I added most of my glass of wine to the pan. I didn't drink it. I have some, but this is just cooking down. So what this did, Sky, can you get in here? There used to be some brown bits on the bottom of the pan, and now there isn't. So, what?
Flip.
Oh, Sky wants everyone to see me flip. I hope I don't make a fool out of myself. Okay, good. This is just mixing everything up yummy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some garlic because I love garlic. Everything's better with garlic. And look, we have a special guest appearance from Reagan. And I think he might be eating all this dinner. Oh, if you look in here, Sky,
Yeah?
it's thickening up. So we're just going to put it on low so it simmers. And you can leave... What?
I can't look on it. It still has like barely any memory on this
Okay,
thing.
well, we'll be back while Sky deletes more videos. Sorry for all the bloopers, but hey, this is life.
Okay, we'll be back.
Welcome back. Again, we were having a little bit of technical difficulties, but hey, that's what happens. I wanted to show you what you missed.
Can I
So,
explain what happened?
what, Sky?
Can I explain what happened?
What?
Can I explain what happened?
Oh, Sky wants to explain what happened. Just flip it around.
I can't. Hold it. Okay, what happened was there was like 1,000 of videos of me, and so I had to delete all of them except for the ones that Mom's doing right now. Yeah.
All right, well, welcome back. So, Sky, can you get in here on the sweet potatoes? So this is what happens when you roast sweet potatoes in the oven.
Don't burn me.
I'm just going to pop them in here. I mean, you could eat these like this, and they would be absolutely delicious. Hey, what'd you get back here?
Would you eat them with ketchup?
I wouldn't eat them with ketchup, but hey, if you like them with ketchup, I'm not judging you. So I added a little pat of butter. You can take these butters from the restaurant, or you can just buy butter like normal people. And then I'm adding a little bit of brown sugar. You can add agave nectar, honey.
I have some.
There's nothing left in here. Sorry, Sky.
Give me some of that.
But I'm just going to kind of smash them up.
Smash them up.
You can use a fork, too.
I have a question.
What, baby?
Why do you use brown sugar in it?
I mean, you don't really need to.
Because to make it...
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of to make it more sweet. Everything else is very savory, so the sweetness is good. Sky, can you get in here?
Yeah.
I think that actually just a fork is better. So I'm just smashing them up.
Because in that thing, it gets stuck.
Yeah. And then Dyron has to do the dishes.
It looks like baby barf.
Do you want to taste it, Sky?
Yeah.
You know what I would do? Well, this is my cooking show, but you can add chipotle powder if you want a little spice to it. I love that.
Okay, I'm going to taste
All right, it looks hot. Welcome back again. So I just want to show you over here. I'm plating everything up. Everything's done. The mashed sweet potatoes. Reagan just burned himself on the pan. Here you have it. Reagan, can we get a close up of the final product? This is definitely diet food, everyone. Sky is going to be my lovely taste tester as always. And remember, Sky's the picky one.
But Sky sure does love some steak.
Sky is a steakaholic.
Steak is my life.
All right, Sky, you tell Mommy. Look at the camera. Tell us what you think. Anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in to Phoebe's Cooking Channel. If you're an IT tech wizard and you want to help us with our tech problems, we would appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Comment down below on any recipes you'd like to see, and we will see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. Welcome back to episode number 2 of Phoebe's Cooking Channel. Tonight I am making some steaks with sauteed mushrooms and onions and some mashed sweet potatoes and roasted green beans. So the first thing that I need to do is to get my sweet potatoes in the oven. I have the oven preheated to 425 degrees. I'm just going to add a tiny little splash of olive oil. I don't use my extra virgin olive oil when I'm roasting anything. I like to save that for raw preparations like salads and stuff. So definitely have to season it with salt and pepper. So I always use kosher salts and some ground pepper. I have my videographer Sky back with me again today.
Hello.
Thank you, Sky. I'm just giving it a little bit of a toss. And I'm going to pop these in the oven. And I just wanted to let everybody know I'm not any sort of professionally trained chef. I'm just a home cook. And pause it. Sorry, guys.